I think like you couldn't find a better healer than Jeff. He's very knowledgeable on many different levels. He not only has the scientific piece, he has the spiritual piece, he has the psychological piece, and the emotional piece, the emotional depth and wisdom. So I think, he really he heals on all the levels that I think we probably need healing on. About a year and a half ago, I came down very suddenly with what was called a Group B streptococcal sepsis, which is quite a mouthful, but basically it was the thing that killed Jim Henson, actually, many years ago. It was a septic, a strep infection, not in terms of strep throat, but went into my spinal cord and was paralyzing me and also shutting down my kidneys and liver. So I found myself kind of going down the rabbit hole very quickly, and I was actually in the hospital for about a month, doing work at Sister Kenny Rehabilitation Institute, and luckily I had a whole team of people who were like massage therapists and physical therapists and various people helping me. But I think that Jeff was the one who kind of really nailed it in some ways. I mean, I think both with his healing abilities as well as his his knowledge of astrology and depth psychology. I wanted to know what's the meaning of this. I was actually paralyzed from the waist down initially, and even though they tried to save my life, they weren't altogether sure. In fact, they were pretty sure that I wasn't going to really walk. In fact, when I did see one of my physicians, I had a whole team of people, but I went back to see him like in late October, early November last year. This all happened, I think, in August of 2012. So in late October, early November of 2012, I went back to see one of the physicians, and his nurse was astounded and talked to him about me because I was actually walking. I wasn't walking very well, but I was walking with canes and with luff strands, these kind of crutches that go around your lower arm. And they expected me to still be in a wheelchair and have trouble with bladder and bowel control. And I didn't. I was continent, certainly, and I could walk to some degree. Jeff was the one who kind of held out this. He was able to see that. He says, "You're going to come back about 98%." Basically, everything he said has come true. It felt like some various people kind of had sort of twigs and branches approach. Where Jeff had a sense of the trunk of the tree and the roots. I think the truly gifted healers, and Jeff is among them, kind of are able to sort of look past all the sort of superficial levels and get right into what's really going on. Miracles do happen. They don't always happen like that, but they do.